Good morning. Well, top of the morning, lads, as I like to say. Well, today, you know, yesterday I got out here and helped Mary a little bit. Well, this morning showed up and come out here and seen Sean had a hard time getting out of here. Sean and Rachel had a hard time getting out of our driveway. They're having to park right here. So all this rain has pretty much made this just a sloppy mess right here. So I've got to get out here and get some of that mulch put in here. Even though we got dry weather for the next couple of days, we do have possibility of some rain Wednesday and possibility of some more rain Friday. So instead of trying to keep dealing with this sloppy mess, we got all that mulch. So I'm going to get out here and put a bunch of this mulch in here. The road is looking really, really good. It's drying out real nice, but that up there is not drying out real nice. So I've got Bertha fired up. We're gonna go over here and get a couple loads of mulch and put that in here. Plus we're gonna clean up all this foam and get all this stuff out of here. We got a couple days of dry, so I think it's gonna be dry enough that I can move some of this stuff around out here and make something happen. Because to be honest, I'm tired of looking at it and I'm getting that cabin fever bad. So I don't care. If I gotta rut up some stuff a little bit today, I'm okay with that. And I may even get our little trailer out here and see if I can't hook something up for tow truck to make that happen. So I'll bring you along with me for the ride, see if we can get it done. All of this seems to be staying pretty nice. Just keep packing her down through here. You know, with all the water, really not a lot I can do with it. So we'll just keep going. We're gonna put a little bit on that road right there too. Help keep it from getting so sloppy. And yes, I know, the mulch is temporary. It will decompose and it will go away. But that's all good. Because right now, really all we're worried about is temporary, you know. This lasts us a few months and gets us through until, you know, until I can get some rock in here anyway, you know. That's all that matters to us. And this is free. And that's the main thing, this is free. And free is good when you pull. Yeah, water's still just looks like it come down a little bit. It's not so close to the edge of the road now. So we'll pack some of this in this road right here. Help keep it from being so sloppy. big sticks out of it here in a little bit, and put tow truck in there and smooth it out a little bit better. I'm gonna put a couple of loads in there for right now, and then a couple more over there in the driveway. And like I said, I'll get tow truck out here and we'll smooth it out. Get a little dirt mixed in it. That ain't hurting nothing. If anything, it kind of helps pack it together a little bit better, you know. Kind of like the old straw houses, you know. Back in the day. Exactly when was back in the day? Anybody really know? Nobody really knows, I'll bet you. But that's a cool, really fun old thing. Back in the day, you know, old timers used to always say that. Back in my day, well, I thought today was your day. Why has it got to be back in that day? Why can't it be today? Son, don't be messing up my facts with that, or my garbage with that bowl. He said I had a perfectly good lie going on until you started clouding it with facts. Let's try and go through here now and see if we can't smooth a little bit of this out on the corner. Look at the ditch, y'all. The ditch is staying dry now. I don't think it's got a little pipe in there. So you really can't beat that. I'm happy about that. Some of this back down so we can get some of the dirt in this load. Looks like we need a couple more loads already. Yep, we're getting low. Going low, low, low. Get growing up out of that. I'm sure I'm gonna have to put some more in here too before it's over with. Hopefully it'll just dry. I'll be able to pack some dirt in there with it, raise it all up so the water don't just sit there. I'll get tow truck out here just a little bit, smooth some of that out, get it drying. We got these two nice days of like high 76, 78, and we even got one day of 80. for this backhoe though, y'all. Really. No way I would have been able to do any of this without this. Would have been stuck like Chuck.
Dreams left the sunshine behind. Now Arkansas calls, where the land's untamed and wild. Gary, Mary, Melly, we're carving out of space, building a homestead at our own pace. Welcome to Junktojems, where the work never ends. Off-grid living with our family and friends. We got houseboats to build and tractors to mend. Join the journey, let the adventure begin. From the four-wheelers we're fixing to time.
Alright, that's much better. Smoothed that out there. We did a little more on the road out there. Got this little patch smoothed out a little bit so it's not somebody right there. Because Sean and them have been having to park up here beside Mary until that dries out over there a little bit more. But I think I got the curve tightened up enough out here that he can get through there. So we'll see. We'll just give it a day or two to dry out until that all this dirt and everything, this mud just kind of dries out. It's ground hardens up. It's gonna be it. It is what it is. But this mulch definitely helps dry the wood, the mud out. So that's a good sign. So as you can see, we hit the road a little bit more down through here. We'll everything's starting to green right on up now. I'll eventually come in here and start filling some of this back in, just to make a nice, pretty smooth ditch down through there. But until the water starts drying out a little bit, we can make that happen. It's going to be what it is. But at least she's staying dry. She's draining. And it can sit over here in this ditch for all I care, for as long as it wants to. As long as it doesn't fill that one up and our property drains. Let me show you how well that's doing over here. It's like the driveway still ain't draining because all of that drains into there, but all of this over here is all starting to stay dry now because of that. So like, look, you can walk through all this, it's perfectly dry, and you can see where it normally, the water just sits here, but this is all dry and hard. So I'll be working on this today, getting this metal picked up and figure out what I'm going to do with it all. Looks like I pretty much only got just one piece or maybe two pieces that I can do anything with. And then this here I'll just take out to the burn pit and burn it. I might be able to use a couple of them boards off there if I can get them apart without too much damage. A couple of them 2x6s right there might be worth hanging on to. I don't know. We'll just have to see if I can get it apart and do something with it. And again, I might be able to use a couple of short pieces of this for the dogs out here. I want to build them a little cover for this summer when it's really hot and they can be out here in the shade. Even though those couple of trees are going to give them a little bit of shade, I'd still rather have them a cover out there so they can get out there and just relax and do their thing. They love being outside. So let me do that. I'll bring you back here in just a short, and we'll make something happen. All right, see you short. All right, some good news. Good news today. Our replacement pump showed up early. It wasn't supposed to be here for another 3 days or something, and it showed up early. So I've already got it out here. Yeah, I couldn't wait, y'all. Get this water off of here. So I took it out. Already got it sitting out here pumping. So let's see how fast this water goes down. Gotta love these little pumps. Even though the one went out pretty fast, but it lasted long enough to get a lot of this down. But look at there. And she is pumping. We're gonna let her just take this down as fast as we can here. Let's set this up on a little time lapse and let you see how fast this goes down.
We got houseboats to build and tractors to mend. Join the journey, let the adventure begin. From the four-wheelers we're fixing to tiny house dreams. Every day's a challenge, but it's sweeter than it seems. Downsizing our life, but living more free. Come along, share this life.
All right, well, she is coming down, slowly but surely, but walking down here, I noticed something down here. So I'm gonna get down here and show you what I found. So I've got one spot right there, and it's leaking off the property. So I'm gonna get a stick or a shovel. I'm gonna drag that through there so it'll drain off there faster. And then come down here, and it's kind of crazy because now I'm seeing the water flow back this way, which is crazy. It shouldn't be flowing back this way. It's supposed to all be flowing that way. But we're gonna get down here and show you what I'm talking about. So this is where the second crossing is gonna go, is right here. But I got to get all that cleaned out down through there, down that side there. That's the driveway that goes into Back to Goods place right there. But if you can see the water flowing back that way. So I've definitely got to get that ditch cleaned out down through there. But that's going to take some doing. Definitely going to take some doing to do that. But it's all draining, and that's the main point. That's the main thing right there. It's all draining. So if we can get it out of the rest of the ditch down to their driveway right there and this right here, then you know, maybe I can start working on some of that down through there and get that water to go down that side of the ditch. But that's a long way down there, y'all. That's probably 1,000 feet or better, because our property is 650 long, and right there's the halfway point. And you know it goes way down there, so it's down there a ways. And that's probably another 300 or 400 past that to the end of the road where it hits the creek that goes back there to Back to Goods. So we're just gonna let her run as long as I can, as long as the solar generator holds out, and just let it keep pumping. And if hopefully it'll dry up enough to where I can get it low enough with the power off of that, off the solar generator, to be able to get the cords out here, and then I can just let it run. And that should get quite a bit of it done. So I'm gonna sneak back around over this way and see if I can't get the shovel up in that little spot right there and make this happen.
Tractors to mend. Join the journey, let the adventure begin. Like, subscribe, and share. It's all for free. Together we'll build this homestead dream. Junktojems.
All right, so that's gonna help a little bit there. Flowing out of there pretty good. I think I'm gonna go get Bertha though, and kind of make a big pan right there The key is to get the water to drain off the property just as fast as the pump is pumping it. So I think that's the goal here. So I think if I get Bertha over here and drag some of that back, I've got the fence. There was old barbed wire in there, barbed wire, whatever you call it, in there. So I've got that cut back already. So I think I'm just going to try and kind of drag that back so it makes a nice little angle right there, and see if we can't get this to go a little faster. So I'm going to set you up with that and see what we can make happen.
But living more free, come along, share this life with me. Welcome to Junktojems, where the work never ends. Off-grid living with our family and friends. We got houseboats to build and tractors to mend. Join the journey, let the adventure begin. In the live chats, we'll tell you what's new, sharing our progress and projects with you.
Alright, well that's dug out there, and I'm going to take the rake and the shovel over there and dig a little trench coming from that little section there and that little section right there, I think. Or I might even bring tow truck over here and see if I can't just use the wheels to make that little trench, and then get that pile of mud right there out so the water will drain in there. But as soon as I started hitting it, it started flowing. And you can see it's coming down pretty fast with that pump. So I'm gonna get that in there and see if I can't get more of this water running off of here. So I'll bring you back. Let me go get tow truck fired up and see what we can get done, all right?
Tractors to mend, join the journey, let the adventure begin. In the live chats, we'll tell you what's new, sharing our progress and projects with you. From Florida's coast to Arkansas hills, we're chasing freedom and chasing thrills.
Well, our solar generator finally died, so I guess I'll go up here and put her on a charge. We did get some of that pulled out of there, so maybe the water will start running down here now. Looks like it's trying to already, but you see it came down quite a bit right there already. So maybe we can start getting some of that water to run off of here and start coming into the ditch. That's the hope anyway. See what we got down here. Yeah, look how far it's come down here. This has come down quite a bit here. Then this summer, what I'll end up doing is I'll end up running the tow truck down through here at an angle and start getting some of this ditch filled back in and angled right down through there, angled the right way, and then hopefully this thing will start draining the right way, which I don't know. I can get it to get those pipes across there and get a couple of holes dug out here right at the edge of this field, because the road technically goes out there quite a ways, because you see this road right up on the edge of my fence, so it goes out there still another 10 feet or something like that. So I can dig this quite wide down through there and hopefully get this to flow that way instead of taking up my property, because you know, like I said, the road's right on my property line pretty much. So get that down there and make that happen. So we'll see how that goes. Because if you look down through there, my property line is right behind that power pole. So, and it comes right down the edge of this road right here. So basically this ditch is in my property. So we'll have to just see how that goes. But got her down quite a bit. Like I said, I'm gonna go in here and charge this thing up and see if we can't get some more juice in her and get some more water out of this thing and let this start draining good. So I will come back in just a short. May have to be tomorrow before you see the rest of it, but like I said, we're gonna get this done. So I will see y'all in a little bit. All right, so we got the charger charging and we're back here. Look at the mud down there. She does fine. The tractor, tow truck does fine. Just going through all this mud. So like I told you a minute ago, I went ahead and got the charger charging. But I think we're gonna go ahead and end the video for today. And you see I drug some of that down through there to get the water to start running into this pond area. So hopefully the overflow will start working its way out through that little spot there and off into that spot that I cleared, and get some of it out of here. If I had about 2 more pieces of 1.5-inch pipe, I would just stick the pump down inside this pond and start pumping it out that way. Pumping it one over to that little ditch over there, and then the other ditch, and then let the other pump it out into that field. But I don't have enough pipe for that, so she just gotta wait for a little bit. But at least it's getting there. So I can't wait. Can't wait. And see, this dirt here is doing its fine job. Like all of this is nice and hard up here now. So I can walk all over it, not sinking. So I think once I do that all the way through there and around through this and build all this up, and force that water to come into this pond and then overflow into out there, I think we'll be just fine. So that's the plan for the summer, y'all. Get all that done. Figure once that dries out in the back, we can start digging that pond, and then we can you know, start bringing that dirt up here and getting this brought way up. It looks like all the ground's got to be brought up about a foot or so, which should be plenty of dirt back there for that. Because we plan on digging the pond pretty deep, and if I got to bring it up here 1 bucket at a time, that's what I got to do. But it'll happen, and then we'll get this all dried out, and I'm thinking by fall we ought to be looking pretty good out here, y'all. This ought to be looking real nice. Right now we got everything kind of standing up right around here because can't really put it back there in the shop because the shop's so wet. And until I can get some more dirt put in there and you know, be able to put stuff in there that ain't gonna worry about sitting there rotting in the dirt. So anyway, we're gonna call it a day. We love y'all. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, you know, all the good stuff that YouTube does. You know how that goes, you know. Hit that button, the thumb up, you know, and hopefully you'll hit that notifications button and let you know when our next video is coming out. So I'm gonna try and get this one out for you today. It's a beautiful day out here, y'all. It's gotta be 80 degrees. So we'll see you tomorrow, all right? Spring is coming.